This chapter about the watch is about positivity, and it deals with a whole lot of positive views and issues. It contains content and language which may be too real and too sensitive for adults and may not be suitable for children under 18. Parental discretion is advised. You didn't pay no money, so it's no need for you to have funny. And don't you dare be sour. So just sit back, relax, and watch. Raw, uncut, and unfiltered. With the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause after they made him, they broke the mold. So now it's time to enjoy Raw, Uncut, and Unfiltered.
No one can do it better.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Rap tell me a little bit right here.
If you have something to say, speak up with authority and conviction. If not, sit down and shut up.
Talk to me. Say something. I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
They say two wrongs don't make it right, but a damn sure makes it even.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all be? But y'all know good. Welcome to this episode of Raw, Uncut, and Uncensored. With me, your host, the bona fide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause after they made me, they broke the mold. The weather so far in Burlington, North Carolina, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. I knew that was about to be the high today because we it's that typical month of September here in the Triad area of North Carolina.
Talk to me. Say something.
Oh yeah, again, birthday shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, September the 5th. Happy birthday. I'm not gonna name everybody because I did that in the first episode today, so.
Happy birthday again.
And may the Lord continue to bless you with many, plenty more. And want to give my love and shout outs to everybody all around the world, across the country. The Mid-South, Mid-Atlantic, Dirty South, Northeast, and all everywhere in the U.S. And to all my family, peeps, and loved ones in Atlanta, Georgia, the surrounding area, in the whole state of
Georgia.
Yeah. Okay, what I wanted to what I really didn't want to bring it up, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. About that, I'm still kind of disturbed about that so-called school shooting in Winder, Georgia. Those who say Winder, y'all know y'all not from Georgia. It's Winder, Georgia. Yeah, Barrow County, right above Gwinnett. Yeah. And it's a shame. And now, they parents and family want to speak out against that little boy. Well, first of all, didn't they get in your ass about that a year ago? Yes, they did. And that dude went out there and made that rampage, unnecessary rampage. Now they got him where he ain't. Now they got him behind bars. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If it was a young man of color, y'all wouldn't have took him into custody.
Y'all would have shot him.
And then gonna swear to God it was self-defense. That's why y'all be getting sued for wrongful death and all that.
Dumbasses.
Yeah. And look, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this because I mean what I say and I'm gonna say what I mean. The reason why those police can't run because they smoke too many cigarettes and they drink too much coffee. and they eat too much. They eat too many damn donuts. If you lay off the coffee, the cigarettes, and the donuts, maybe you'll be in better shape than what you are now. So, and then it's sad you got to get in the car just to chase somebody.
Lay off them damn donuts and coffee and cigarettes, man.
If you knew you gonna call yourself protecting and serving and all that, you ain't got no business smoking cigarettes. For real. And like I say, that's why your ass can't run. That's why y'all so quick to shoot. But anyway, getting back to that, that old privileged little shit. Yeah, I said it. Guess what? You better hope and pray God is on your side, man. And that go for your parents and your family too, because guess what? Y'all gonna
Reap
what you sow. Karma's a
B-I-T.
with spike heels, gasoline draws, and with the hole in the damn middle.
Talk to me. Say something.
But like I said, I am so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of all this that's going on today. Don't make no damn sense whatsoever. It's unnecessary. They think they can just say, and you know, when we during my era, going to school, you didn't hear such a thing. If it happened, if it did happen, it didn't make the news. And that's on the real for real. But now, everything is got out of hand, and there's a whole bunch of chaos. But I will say this: the last thing I remember about something like a school shooting back in the day, the first thing I remember as a little kid, and I'll never forget, it was in 1971. I was like 3 years old, and I'll never forget it. And even because I was back and forth from Atlanta to Washington, but they're gonna have to wait, excuse me. But like I said though, I mean, I was back and forth from Atlanta to Washington, D.C. But I think around by that time I was in Atlanta. And I heard, watching the news, I didn't pay too much attention as a kid. But then years later, it dawned on me. I remember watching when the assistant principal at Murphy High School in Atlanta, Georgia, had got shot. They tried to make a big thing about it back then because the dude was a man of color. And the assistant principal was a man of color too, but from what I heard, he used to go around messing with, nitpicking with folks, intimidating them and all that. One day, everybody run into a situation where they underestimate somebody and it end up backfiring, they feelings hurt or whatnot. Yes, they do. But I'm gonna say this right here. I think it was one of them days he underestimated this young dude. Young dude came back with a gun and shot him and had him paralyzed. God rest his soul. Now that was the talk back then. You heard about that? You heard about the principal getting shot? And what they call him Mr. Wilson. You heard about Mr. Wilson getting shot? That's all I remember, because I had cousins and family members that went to Murphy during that time. And that was around during the time when they just went through that integration crap. And the last Caucasian that graduated from Murphy was in 1970. And that's when Murphy was predominantly black then. But on the real for real, after the integration, after they overrode the integration or whatever, Murphy was known as a school you didn't want to go to, other than shooting the principal, paralyzing. But I also heard some crazy stories about Murphy High School too. Like I said, I had family members that went to Murphy, and I know some people who knew some people that know some people that know me went to Murphy. Like a friend of mine. I ain't gonna mention his name because of the respect I have for his privacy, but the first time I met this brother back in the 80s, and he told me some sugar honey iced tea about Murphy High. But I tell you one that still tickles the sugar honey iced tea out of me today. Told me when they used to go over to Bass High School, that was on the other side of the tracks. Yeah, I did say the other, literally on the other side of the tracks. It was on the DeKalb Avenue side. That's why I'm saying the other side of the tracks. Oh shit. Excuse me, y'all. The other side, the other side of the tracks, what I'm saying. And I mean that literally. Now, they say they went over there to Bass High School and literally stole the letter B. And if people who didn't know no better didn't know what the name of the school really was, it looked like it said Ass High School. And when he told me that, I literally dropped on the floor and laughed. I said, good God Almighty. But speaking of though, before he actually told me that, something else had came to memory. Me and a cousin of mine, and my grandmama younger sister, please keep her in prayer, and the family too. And my mom and my cousin, we was all of us in the car. And my cousin, he was calling himself reading out loud. So when he saw Bass High School, but what he didn't know, the B was missing. He looked at it and he said, Ass High School. His mom like, what you say, boy? I was just reading what it said on what it said at the school. Just because it said that don't mean you had to read it out loud. I thought I would laugh so hard, tears were literally coming out my eyes. And I busted out and said, you got to use your brain or your ship will sink for it. I was actually saying that. And my grandmama's sister looked back at me and busted out laughing. She said, you a mess. Like I say, I'm gonna tell you some funny stuff about I'm gonna go tell you now about some funny stuff about my grandmama's younger sister. Now she was a mess. She's a mess. But her kids weren't no better. All of them had me laughing in their own unique way. And all of them had me laughing so hard till I was this close to pissing on myself. And that's on the real. I be, like I always tell it, like I tell y'all all the time, if there's somebody out here that can make me laugh harder than I can make them laugh, shoot, I know I'm in good company because y'all know that's what I love to do. I enjoy laughing. Why? I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun. It's something fun. I put like this.
It's the best medicine in the world.
And that is true though, because I know I don't have some good laughs in my day, but yeah, from other family members too as well. And I got some, and then we got our family members, we bad about joining each other, and that's on the real. I mean, we don't do it to go cutthroat or nothing. We do it out of love. Yeah, but like I say, I got a cousin. Now he's a preacher. I remember, he been preaching ever since I was a little kid. And, he's 10 years older than me, but the good part about it, he was one of them cousins I actually looked up to as a kid. But anyway, now y'all know how preachers, when they start feeling the spirit, they get the hooping and hollering and Mississippi mudslinging and all that. Well, my cousin didn't do all that. He didn't do all that Mississippi slanging, hollering, and all that. He felt the spirit, but he used to stomp his foot every time he talked. I thought he was stomping roaches. That's how hard he was stomping, but that was the spirit he was feeling. And I tease him about that, but hey, guess what? It's all in fun and love. And plus, I enjoy messing with him when he preached, because and to be honest with you, that's why I like to do my church jokes, because they're not spiteful. And look, and I don't try to put nobody down or step on nobody's toes or hurt nobody's feelings or nothing. It's just all in fun and good, and it's harmless and not foul. But the ones who take it too hard, the ones who take it too hard and take it to heart, put it like this: they get uptight in a New York minute. That's blasphemy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I had to tell one of them church sisters one time. I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself. I told her I'd rather be shamed than lucky. In other words, I know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, but I know how far to take it.
Talk to me. Say something.
But like I said, she was just one of them miserable. Like I'm just gonna say, she was just one of them miserable heifers. You probably wasn't getting no loving or whatnot. Probably not getting. You know what I mean. But put like this: she busted hell wide open now. So may life shall go on.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Yeah, but anyway, getting back to what I was saying. But I got other family members too as well, especially on the Stargell side of the family. Now y'all know we got some crazy and so-and-sos on the Stargell side. I mean, they'll tell a lie, have you laughing till you're pissing on yourself. For real, like a certain family member got in trouble. And when we want to know, you're gonna ask questions, right? My daddy came up with the most absurd plastic lie I ever heard in my life. When I asked him why did my uncle get in trouble, that fool literally said, "Sold a bald head woman some hairpins." Now y'all know that's a damn lie. Y'all knew that was a lie. But when one of my other uncles got in trouble for something minor like DUI, which that ain't that serious. But when I asked my dad what he get in trouble for, he didn't tell me the truth. But now before he told me, I told him, I said, "Don't you tell me he sold no bald head woman no hairpins, because I'm beyond that." I said, "What did he do this time?" You know what he said?
Cursing in church.
When he said that, I literally spit out some hard stuff. I'm like, that's how it was. I said, "Daddy, you lied." But it was a trip though, because the way my dad said it, and then I could just imagine my Uncle B. Now I'm gonna be real with you. I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have got arrested for cursing in church. Why? Because he's just that damn crazy.
Talk to me. Say something.
For real. I mean, but he ain't that. But he that fun and crazy. He that kind of crazy that you just enjoy. I guess I got that. I'm gonna be honest. I got that from the Stargell side of the family too. No jive. I mean, we just love to put smiles on people's faces and all that good stuff. But when my uncle passed away, I'm talking about my Uncle B. Now, I had to tell him about what he said about especially back when we were wearing those flat top fades back in the 80s. He got my ass real good. He said, "Who got your hair, man?" I said, went to the barbershop. How much you charge? I said, $350. He said, you know what? I said, what's that? They gypped you out of $350 and your head up to.
Talk to me. Say something.
I mean, I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't get mad at him. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. And like I said, it was funny, but when I told it at the funeral, I didn't expect for them to holler like we was at the comedy club. Now that's on the real. Now I've been to funerals where people kind of laugh, but I ain't never been to a funeral where they just holler like they at the comedy club. And that's on the real, for real. Now, the way they were laughing when I told them about Uncle Ben, you would have thought you was at the comedy club. For real, I wouldn't expect that at all. I mean, but like I said, it must have been a good thing because, like they always say, it's better. You'd rather see people laughing than crying, and that is true. And laughing is the best medicine in God's green earth.
Talk to me. Say something.
No one can do it better.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
And that is true, though, y'all. I mean, because guess what? Like I say, I just enjoy laughing. I enjoy making others laugh. And I enjoy a good laugh for somebody else, too. And just like, and look, and I'm going to say this, too. And speaking of comedy clubs, just to let y'all know, if y'all go, don't do what I did. Don't join back, because they going to throw your ass out. I'm going to give y'all a good example. I remember this comedian. He was like, what's your name? You with the bald head. He said, two of y'all jokers up in here, ain't it? He said, why don't y'all put y'all head together to make somebody's ass? I said, I know you ain't tripping with that process do-rag toupee you got on your head. I said, look like you got an S-curl on top. I said, I saw the hair roller drop before you walked on the stage. And then I was like, what's your name? He said some kind. I said, man, that sound like something you catch under your feet. He talking about, well, I'm Muslim. I said, is that right? He said, yeah. I said, why don't you take your ass backstage and bring me 2 bean pies and a pork chop sandwich? Boy, when I told him that bouncer came out of nowhere. And when he kicked me out, I don't know what I did, but I heard him laugh when he was kicking me out. I said, he the one started messing with me first. I said, I ain't come back up here no more. And he was laughing when we got outside the door. He said, you know, I didn't really want to throw you out, but I had to do it for company policies. He said, I'm going to keep it real with you, young brother. You more funny than that motherfucker on the stage for real. He said, I said, you think so? I said, hell, I was laughing when I was kicking you out. I said, Lord have mercy. He said, you can come back, but promise me, but do this one solid for us. I said, what's that, bro? Please don't join them back. I said, okay, man. I said, I got you. But guess what, though? But like I said, that just show you right there, it wasn't that serious. But believe me, if I was one of those hecklers that didn't give a heck a darn, oh, he would have kicked me out and wouldn't have said nothing to me. But on the real, for real, though, that lets you know right there. Sometimes something like that can happen and it could be a blessing in disguise. Because after that, every time I saw him, no matter where I was, he always spoke and showed love. Now he's gone to glory, God rest his soul. But I will say this though. I thought I was gonna be scared ahead of, oh my God, I just on myself look. But he really turned out to be a nice guy. I'm talking about the bouncer. He done kicked me out, but at least he broke it down and told me why. And that's how we became cool. And ever since then, and honestly too, I had respected his wishes after that, for real. And at the same time too, we had a good friendship and a great understanding. And sometimes, sometimes it don't take all that melee. I mean, if you call yourself grown, act grown.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Maybe the world will be a better place on the real for real, because we got too many people say they grown, but guess what? They make effed up decisions too, as well.
Talk to me. Say something.
And then want to blame everybody but themselves.
Talk to me. Say something.
Well, y'all know what? My cue is up. But I want to thank everybody who took the time to check out, tune in, view, and watch Raw, Uncut, and Unfiltered with me, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Not afraid to speak what I feel and yell out what's real. No bull, no lies, no acts, just straight facts. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made me, they broke the mold. And I want to thank the subscribers and those who haven't subscribed. If you find it in your heart and you feel it in your depths of your soul, please hit the like or the subscription bell.
Sure would appreciate it.
And 101 Live is also available and optional. Now you got video, you got audio, both of them are optional. But if you want to join the video, more power, I'll be glad to have you as a guest. Now, if you rather be heard and seen, we can work something out with that too. So, but like I said, but if you like to join me on Raw, Uncut, and Unfiltered, get at me. Inbox me on Carlos Stargell the Last, my Facebook page. And those who have, and I got TikTok too as well, Carlos Stargell the Last. And my number, I don't too much reveal on here, but at the same time, those who know it, get at me. Call me or text me. And just want to say again, thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, tune in, view, and watch Raw, Uncut, and Unfiltered with me, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, and coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because when they made me, they broke the mold. So until the next time, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
Please behave yourselves. Stop the violence. Increase the peace. Eliminate the hate. Spread a whole lot more love. Let's all act on one accord and follow those basic instructions before leaving this earth.
so until the next time, peace. 2 fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Later when you're straighter, and catch you on the next go round.